From being overlooked in Sweden's lower leagues to becoming one of the deadliest strikers in Europe today, Viktor Gyökeres' journey is nothing short of extraordinary. But how did he rise from obscurity to scoring hat tricks on the Champions League stage? Is he just a flash in the pan, or are we witnessing the rise of a future footballing legend? Let's break down the story, the stats, and the skill set of one of football's most intriguing underdog tales. A journey born of struggle. Viktor Gyökeres' story is one of perseverance and grit, emerging not from a footballing powerhouse but from humble beginnings in Sweden. Unlike prodigies who are scouted by top-tier clubs early on, Gyökeres was far removed from the spotlight in his formative years. Born in 1998 in Sweden, his journey to professional football was not paved with golden opportunities, but with obstacles that tested his resolve. Starting his career at IF Brommapojkarna, a club far from the grandeur of Europe's elite, Gyökeres faced the harsh realities of football. In 2015, he played in Sweden's second division, and despite his contributions, his team struggled, eventually being relegated to the third division. For a teenager with big dreams, the experience could have been disheartening. But instead of giving up, Gyökeres used the setback as fuel, proving his worth by helping Brommapojkarna earn promotion back to the second division. By the time he was 19, he had become the team's primary attacking option. In the 2017 season, Gyökeres scored 13 goals in 19 matches, showcasing his potential and catching the attention of scouts. Yet for all his efforts, his club seemed more interested in selling him than nurturing his talent. This lack of support, however, became a blessing in disguise, opening the door to a new chapter in his career. From Sweden to England, the Brighton saga. In 2018, Gyökeres made a significant move to Brighton Hove Albion in the English Premier League. For a young player from Sweden, this was a dream come true, or so it seemed. Instead of making his debut under the bright lights of the Premier League, Gyökeres was relegated to Brighton's U23 squad. Despite his initial disappointment, he worked tirelessly, scoring 10 goals in 7 matches during his first Premier League 2 season. However, Brighton seemed reluctant to give him a proper chance. Over the next few years, Gyökeres found himself in a frustrating cycle of being loaned out to struggling teams in lower leagues. His stints at FC St. Pauli in Germany's second division and Swansea City in the English Championship were particularly challenging. The constant movement prevented him from building chemistry with teammates or finding stability. At Swansea, the pressure took its toll. With only 1 goal in 12 appearances, Gyökeres looked like a player on the verge of being written off. Many players in similar situations might have considered giving up. But Gyökeres was different. Quitting was never an option. Coventry City, the turning point. In 2021, Coventry City took a chance on Gyökeres, signing him on loan. For the Swedish striker, it was one last opportunity to prove himself. Despite a modest return of 3 goals in the remaining months of the season, Coventry saw something special in him: his relentless work ethic and hunger to succeed. The following season was a revelation. Gyökeres scored 17 goals and provided 6 assists in 47 appearances, cementing himself as one of the championship's most promising players. His all-around game had matured. He was no longer just a goal scorer. He tracked back, pressed opponents, and created opportunities for teammates. By the 2022-23 season, Gyökeres had become a force to be reckoned with. Scoring 21 goals and assisting 13 more in 50 matches, he carried Coventry to the brink of Premier League promotion, only to fall short in the playoff final against Luton Town. Despite the heartbreak, Gyökeres' stock had risen significantly. Offers poured in from Premier League clubs, but he chose his next move carefully. Sporting CP from underdog to superstar. In the summer of 2023, Gyökeres joined Sporting CP in Portugal. The move marked a new chapter in his career, one where he could finally shine on a larger stage. For Sporting, it was a gamble. For Gyökeres, it was a chance to prove his doubters wrong. The Swedish striker wasted no time making an impact. In his first season, he scored a jaw-dropping 43 goals and provided 15 assists in 50 matches. His performances helped Sporting win the Primeira Liga title and the Portuguese League Cup. Suddenly, whispers of a Swedish monster began to circulate in the footballing world. Critics initially dismissed his success, attributing it to the perceived lack of competition in the Portuguese league, but Gyökeres silenced them with his performances in the Champions League. His hat trick against Manchester City, one of the strongest teams in Europe, was a statement of intent. By the start of the 2024-25 season, Gyökeres had scored 24 goals and provided 4 assists in 20 matches, solidifying his reputation as one of Europe's most lethal strikers. The making of a complete striker. What sets Viktor Gyökeres apart is his versatility. Unlike many strikers who rely solely on their finishing ability, Gyökeres brings a multifaceted game to the table. His physicality, tactical intelligence, and relentless work rate make him a nightmare for defenders. Standing tall with a powerful frame, he is capable of holding up play, creating chances, and finishing with clinical precision. His ability to adapt to different roles, whether as a target man, playmaker, or winger, speaks volumes about his football IQ. Gyökeres is not just a goal scorer, he is a team player who contributes to every phase of the game. His willingness to track back, press opponents, and assist teammates exemplifies his selflessness and commitment to the team's success. The underdog spirit. Gyökeres' journey is a testament to the power of perseverance. From the obscurity of Sweden's lower divisions to the grand stages of European football, his story resonates with anyone who has ever been underestimated or overlooked. He embodies the underdog spirit, a player who refused to be defined by his circumstances and worked tirelessly to reach the top. As Gyökeres continues to shine at Sporting CP and in the Champions League, one thing is clear: his story is far from over. With his hunger, drive, and talent, he has the potential to become one of the greatest strikers of his generation. For now, football fans can only watch in awe as the Swedish monster continues to defy expectations and write his own legacy. Viktor Gyökeres is not just a player, he is an inspiration. His journey reminds us that while talent can open doors, it is hard work, resilience, and an unyielding belief in oneself that ultimately determine how far one can go. In a world where football often seems dominated by superstars groomed from a young age, Gyökeres' rise is a refreshing reminder that the underdog can still prevail. Viktor Gyökeres' rise is proof that hard work, resilience, and raw talent can break barriers. But what's next for him? Will he continue to shine on the world stage, or is there still more to prove? Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more football stories and analysis. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.